Lisa, what do you think about all these pictures that are coming in?
They are so awesome. Like, you guys are doing such an amazing job. It is so cool to see, like, for instance, in your prayer spaces, the meaningful things that you are putting in there, they're amazing. I love it.
The creativity has been really neat and inspirational for us to see, so keep them coming.
And how you're adapting them to your family. Everybody has something a little different, which is very cool. And that's what the point of this program is about, is to cater it to you and your family and your needs and what works for you. And you guys are doing a great job with that.
Growing in faith as a family. That's the plan.
It really is.
Yes.
So keep those pictures coming in, please, if you haven't done so already. And you don't have to, write any kind of comment, but if you want to, we are loving the comments. It's really neat to see what you think about it as you're doing it. And again, good, bad, or ugly, you know what I mean? If it worked, great. If it didn't work, great. Or you're having anything with it,
Yes.
It's good feedback for us too, so that when we're planning future activities, we can take all of those things into consideration.
And I don't know how many of you have planted those mustard seeds. Some of them are growing. We're seeing in some of the pictures. So if you haven't planted them yet, plant them. They grow pretty quick.
Yeah. And for anybody who may not have picked up their packet yet.
Maybe like 3 families.
Yeah, not to name any names or anything. No, seriously, no judgment at all.
No.
They are here. Please come and get them. You have a little over a week still.
Yes.
It's a fun month of things to do. So please do not hesitate to come in and grab your packet. Now, granted, we'd love it to be more before our next family session, but even if it's at that session, you can grab it then too.
And if you're a little bit behind, that's okay. Just get started. That's what we need. Just get started. Just get moving.
Yes, exactly. And you do need to get that very first packet because there's a parent survival kit in there, right?
Yes,
So you need all those little components that will start you off for the year.
Yes.
So don't hesitate to grab those. And again, if you are struggling with anything or have any questions, or maybe something has come up that you don't know the answer to in some of your family discussion, do not hesitate at any point, like we've said, to reach out to either of us.
Yes, yes. So we have a big weekend coming up. Not this weekend, next weekend.
Yes. That starts with?
That starts with our family formation mass at 5 o'clock. Monsignor has agreed to do a family formation mass, which is awesome. So what we're doing is we're really inviting our virtual and our in-person families because the church is big and it is sanitized completely. And so, it's safe to come, and we would love to have all families who feel comfortable to just come and celebrate Mass all together.
What a great way to start off November's family formation. I mean, all together as a unit here at St. Anne's. That would just be wonderful. Now, for those of you who cannot make it, we completely understand. It won't be live streamed, though, just to give you a heads up, which is fine because we have our 9 a.m. live stream Mass that you can participate in always at any point. So
yes. And so if you come as a virtual family, at the end of Mass, Monsignor will release you, and of course we will be following up on Monday with our virtual packet. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And then for our in-person families, you will stay in the church, and then we will have a blessing, and then we will release the littles to the
Manila Center.
To the Manila Center. Yes.
And we have a really awesome speaker lined up. I've heard so many cool things about him, and I cannot wait to meet him. And who is he, Amy?
So he is Father Jim. He is my pastor in Ohio. He is now in Pennsylvania and has agreed to come down and be our speaker for the night. He's just a really dynamic priest, very enthusiastic about the faith, and really likes to find ways to connect our faith with our real lives. It comes with stories and props. Yes, and, every time that we had Mass back in Ohio, we always were looking to see what prop he was going to bring. So yeah, I'm excited to have him come as our speaker.
And because he is such a cool speaker and so dynamic in his faith, and because of the topic for the evening, our 6th through 12th graders are actually going to stay in for that first part with the parents. So actually, those who are sitting with you, you'll kind of stay in your little family section during the speaker portion of it. And then what will happen is when Father Jim's done, we're actually going to steal him. And we're going to go down to where we are typically going to meet, which is in the Gale Center, which is the Goretti Gym down the hill. I'll take the 6th through 12th graders down there. And we're going to have some fun with Father Jim and then break into small groups and kind of chew on some of the things that we had talked about that evening with Father Jim. And then you guys.
Yes, and then we will stay, of course, and unpack the November family packet. Answer questions, have discussion about that. And then when we are done, you will be released to go pick up, any of you who have your littles, will pick up your littles and then can then go down to the Goretti Gym to pick up your olders. Or of course, if you only have your olders, you can go straight to the Goretti Gym.
Absolutely. And then Monday night for our virtual families,
Yes.
it'll look very, very similar.
Yes, again, Father Jim, we will have the first part. He will be our speaker for the evening. We will take that little break, and then we will again unpack what's going on in November in the family packet.
Now for our pre-K through 5th graders, they will not be on virtually. So you parents will be on and getting all the information to go through with them for the month of November. Now the kids though who are 6th through 12th grade will have their own Zoom link. And we will be also listening to Father Jim and his presentation. And then we will do like we did in Goretti, but we'll do it virtually online, where we'll have an activity that they get to do, and then they will break into small groups. Now, because each kid will be in their own small group based on their age, each kid needs to have their own device that they're zooming in on. So just like school, so if you have a 6th and a 7th grader, they go to different classes. Same thing will happen here with our Edge small group. They will do the same thing. And then for our high schoolers, look for an email today. I'm going to be sending it out to you guys to see how your high school student that you've signed up for family formation would like to participate in family formation. This is something very, very new for them. So they'll have 3 different options. They can either peer minister to our and be an aide for our pre-K through 5th grade,
Which we need.
and then, or they can peer minister to our middle school kids in the EDGE program. And when I say EDGE goes down, that's both middle school and high school are going with that. And then their third option is to be their own small group. So if we have enough high schoolers available, that's my best thing, is to put them in their own small group. And they would get to chew on that evening's topic. But I honestly, at this point, do not know for sure who's coming to what. I know you signed your high schooler up. I know I've talked to some of the families that are kind of getting a little bit of pull, and that's typical for high school. We don't want to force anything on. We want to just encourage. This is a new thing for them, and there's a lot of different options for them. So whatever they want to pop in on, that is okay. I just need to know so I can meaningfully plan. So today, look for that email, and we need it answered by Wednesday, so I know who I have where.
Awesome. And then we have one other thing coming up next weekend that's really exciting too. On Friday is our trunk or treat.
Yes, and we've been doing that for a few years here at St.
Yes.
Anne's, and I'm so excited that we still get to do it this year.
Despite COVID, we're still doing it.
And I know, especially because trick-or-treat's kind of been taken away from some communities and different areas and stuff, and it is a really fun, family-friendly activity. And so what we're going to do is it's in 2 parts. It's from 6 to 7 o'clock on next Friday night, October the 30th. And for the first half, we're doing pumpkin painting and scarecrow making. So you'll get a pumpkin that you can either bring, or you can sign up to purchase one for $3. We have them here ready to go. And you can get more than one if you want to do more than one within your family. That's not a problem. Just sign up appropriately. And then each family will actually get their own supplies. Supplies of paint, brushes, we'll have a plastic tablecloth to stick down, as well as stuffing for your scarecrow person. You yourself need to bring an outfit. My suggestion is a little kid outfit if you have one.
Those are the cutest.
They
yes.
are the cutest. And then we'll give you rubber bands to rubber band off the ankles and the wrists, and then you just stuff with newspaper. So each family pod, so everybody who comes is considered a family pod, will get their own parking space to be in, and it'll be every other parking space to keep the social distancing there. And then you guys will get to do that for the first half an hour. And keep in mind, if your kid is participating in trick or treat and has a costume, if it's one that you don't have to pull on right away, they can come in their clothes and pull on afterwards, do that. If you have a smock or something you can stick over it, if you're worried about the paint, just put it over it. If you just want to take a trash bag and cut out holes and arms for the head and the neck and pull it over while they're painting, you can do that. If you don't want to paint at all, that's fine. keep your pumpkin, that's your head, take it home and carve it for your pumpkin person later on.
Use
Whatever
the
you want to do.
pumpkin prayer to carve it.
Yes, exactly. Or use your pumpkin from your pumpkin prayer, whichever you want. Either way is fine. So then when we're done, we get to trunk or treat. And each family pod will get to be, each trunk will have one family at it at a time. And we have a lot of high schoolers that are going to be coming and kind of helping out. They each actually will have their own trunks, which will be very cool for you guys to go visit. But they're also going to help direct the evening that night and get you your supplies and things that you need. And when you sign up, you can either sign up just to do the family stuff and do the trunk or treat. You can sign up to do a trunk. You can do both. It's really up to you. And we do need both. You know, we need you guys participating. We need some trunks to be there. So I know right now those who have signed up, a lot of people are doing both and having fun with both, which is, obviously, whatever you guys would like to do.
Well, and safety-wise, again, let's just kind of look at that.
Mhm.
We're asking that everyone wear masks at all times.
Yes.
And if you have a mask to go over top, that's fine. We just want your safety mask to be worn underneath. Lisa had suggested, if you have
Face
paper
paint on or
mask,
something.
yeah, you could face paint the mask. Make it part of your whole outfit if you would like. Also, anyone that is handing out candy, the candy, of course, will be individually wrapped, and everyone will be required to kind of hand sanitize.
Mhm.
And as Lisa said, we will be going by family pod from trunk to trunk, so that we will make sure that everyone is spaced and safe. Yeah.
And we just want to make sure everybody stays distant. So as a family pod, you guys are allowed to be together. But then we just ask that everybody kind of stay 6 feet apart. And rule of thumb is if your hands are outstretched and you're not touching the person next to you, you're in a good area. So just a rule of thumb for the night. So we're really excited. Get signed up. We need you guys signed up. It's next Friday. So sooner than later is better.
Yes.
And we have it online or a paper version. So go right on our website. Go under family formation and go to permission slips. It's right there, ready to go for you.
Yes.
Yeah, so keep those pictures coming in. We
Yes.
want to see everything going on.
We do.
Continue to call us.
Yes. Yeah, keep working hard, and we're praying for you. I ask that you keep praying for each other.
Yes.
And, we will see you next weekend.
Coming up.
Yay.
Bye, you guys.